Hello, everybody. Ricky Widmer here, along with Mark Weber, here to give you a new kind of YouTube video that we kind of came up with together. I just kind of pitched the idea to Mark, and Mark said, let's run with it, where we kind of ask a question for the day. We talk about our answer, and then we ask you down below in the comment section to tell us what you think. And for today, because of the newly released movie last Friday of Avengers Age of Ultron, we thought, let's talk about our favorite Avengers, Mark.
For sure.
And for me, I'm just going to get right into it. It's got to be Captain America. He's the leader of the Avengers. I don't know. There's just something with me and with superheroes in general where I just like, you just link to a superhero. And with Cap, it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, I dig what you're doing. I like it. And for me, a little bit more of it was that when me and my friends went to Comic-Con after the first Avengers movie, we did the whole cosplay thing. We went as the Avengers. I was Captain America. And that kind of bonds you to a character a little bit more.
For sure. I can agree with that. I have no problems with Captain America. I think he's a little bit of goody-goody at times.
That's what you've been saying.
Yeah, and it's the same as Superman for me was Superman. And which I'm surprised that actually for you being the big Batman guy, that you do lean towards
I guess,
America.
But I mean, you gotta have two sides to things, right?
For sure. For me, my answer kind of comes in two parts. If we want to stick to these movies that Marvel is making with Disney,
anything, man.
For sure,
any Avenger.
But I will say this as well, because there's not too big of a difference between these two guys for me. I definitely do like Iron Man. Of course, who doesn't like a guy whose superpower is money?
And are you saying Tony Stark, Iron Man?
Yeah.
Or not Tony Stark.
The Disney Marvel
I said
one.
it again. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. They're one and the same, right?
Yeah, it's a great representation. It really is. Not that the comic books, are a bad representation. Obviously, that's where it comes from, so that's good. And of course, there's good and bad between writers. But I have to go with my just default answer is Wolverine. I love Wolverine so much. He's my favorite X-Men. He's my favorite Avenger. He's my favorite Marvel hero. Not my favorite superhero necessarily, but he's at least number 2.
He's pretty close. And
he's
at
least number 2.
The thing about Wolverine and that he would probably be, I'm not going to say he's my second favorite Avenger, but the thing that I like about him is he's kind of got that Batman vibe where it's like, whatever. Yeah. You know what? You're wrong. I'm right. While you do that, I'm going to do this. Kind of a thing.
When you have that moment where you're like, I know he's a good guy, but is he a
good guy?
Like, I don't really know. I love heroes and villains that exist in that gray realm where it's like, hey, this guy could be a little bad sometimes, and that's fine, or they could be a little good sometimes if they're on the other side. I like that. I like the ambiguity because I don't think things should be black and white. That's why I do kind of lean a little further away from a Captain America, even though Captain America is awesome.
Yeah, and one of the things I was thinking about, kind of what your answer was, if we go to the newest Marvel movies, that cinematic universe they've laid out, Chris Evans has done an amazing job as Captain America. And it's like, I look at that and I go, that's Captain America to me. Where he is that, like, you know what? I know what is right. But at the same time, he can see the other side. But he usually says, this is what's right.
Yeah.
This is what we have to do. But that's going to do it for what we think. This is now your job to tell us down below in the comment sections what you think. Who is your favorite Avenger? Tell us why. We really would like to know. Make sure to check out, we've released a new edition of A Graphic Conversation. We read Age of Ultron, so check that podcast out you can click our YouTube channel right down there, and it'll take you to our videos. Click on Age of Ultron, check that out. I want to thank everyone for listening. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like button, and all that good stuff. And as always, have a good day, everybody. Hey guys, like the video? Then hit that subscribe button. But if you liked it even more, you should check out our Patreon page. We have a lot of different rewards and goals for those of you who would love to support us. So make sure to click that link down in the description to check out those pretty kick-ass rewards.